Hey guys, this is Dalton at Daltonians TFs, and today we're taking a look at, well, if you've seen the schedule for my Facebook page, I am going to be reviewing, I don't know why I said we, but I guess we, as a group, with you subscribers and me, are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Hunt for the Decepticons Voyager class Seaspray. As you can see, he is a hovercraft, much like the original figure, except this one has a big cargo bay. Now, I don't have the figure who's meant to go with him, that being Breacher, but I do have a Scout class figure, and you can just fit him right in there. He does stay in place fairly nicely until his wheel goes over that lip, but he does fit nicely in there, unlike a few others, being the Dune Runner mold, whatever they repainted that from, and Beachcomber. But you can see he does have little launchers here, and fire these little harpoon water looking, I guess, yeah, they're like harpoons or anchors. And then here on the side it says Seaspray. If you get rid of the spaces and, you know, I guess the periods, it would be Seaspray. Very nice looking hovercraft in my opinion. I only wish that the goldish colored plastic on here was yellow. That's my main problem as far as, you know, vehicle mode. We'll get into more in robot mode, but we'll get there eventually. It does have some nice translucent plastic through here, black paint, you know, in the little intake there. It does have some intakes molded in here. Just overall wow, a lot of nice molded detail on this guy. I mean, throughout, you know, these pontoons, I guess this wouldn't even be a pontoon. This is just like the tube. This is just all textured like it was old rubber or something. And then here on the deck you've got this kind of cross pattern for the metal and a couple of hatches here. Doesn't look like they'd be too useful depending on the size of this. Like if it were in scale with these vehicles, it's not going to be much more for just doing some maintenance on the fans, I guess, than these for tools. But you never know. Take these off. And he also has, you know, the same printed up here on the top of the vehicle with the silver Autobot symbol. He does have these little, you know, these bars here for the 3mm clip system, so you can put those weapons there. I like this silver paint on here. There is a little bit of a, you know, gapping and, you know, bleeding through there with the paint, but it doesn't bother me at all, because this guy's mainly going to be displayed in robot mode. And speaking of which, let's get Windcharger out of the way. Let's get him into robot mode. So we can rotate these out to the side and out of the way. I want to just, yeah, keep them up like that. And we'll come under here, untab these sections, I guess from here first, and then back under there, and same on this side. Just mainly getting all this out of the way. Untab these from here, rotate what will be, I guess, the back of the legs around on the swivel, or the lower part of the legs anyways, the shins, and ratchet these out, just out of the way like so. Rotate up the camera. You want to bring this whole waist section down and around. That'll click into place. It's not locking very well, but it does click like so. Rotate these around, straighten those out, rotate down and around and straighten out. And from here you want to rotate these down, as will become, I guess, heel supports. Got that. And then let's go up here. Actually, no, let me just bring it down here. I want to bring these out to the side, rotate them around, rotate these here at the shoulders, or at the biceps, just straighten out these. Now with the elbows, you know, this is not your elbow joint, this is just the transformation joint. Right here, let me zoom in here, is the elbow joint. So you want to rotate this piece up and it'll click into place. It's not a very audible click, but it is, you know, you can feel the soft tab. locking into place, just like so. Now for here on the forearms, you want to take this and just fold it up against the arm on both sides. Rotate the hands up, just like so. Just make sure this is all straight now. And then for this backpack, let me zoom out here. I'll just rotate this all down. My lighting is acting weird. Alright, like I said, straighten that down, bring this up. Now before you go any further, you want to take this and just flip it down, and that'll tab into place. I'm going to take these, those will fold in place, look like scuba tanks. Bring this up, and then this is on a double hinge, so you want to make sure those are lined up. It's not too difficult to do, but sometimes it can be a little bit of a pain, especially when you're trying to get those out of the way of the arms. And then this tab will just go into the slot, just like that. And there we've got Seaspray in his robot mode, looking very much like a scuba diver, especially with that head sculpt. This is where another problem I have with him comes into play. It's not with the hips, I guess that is a little bit of a problem, but the other being his head. It's mostly black with a little bit of blue and this gold paint. Would have been nice if they used yellow and then black for the goggles, but still keeping that blue stripe, and maybe adding blue for this, this breathing apparatus. And it's got these old tubes coming in from the sides, I guess from the scuba tanks. But then you can, one little optional thing is they included flippers. So you can flip those out, just like so. And now he's got little flippers. Now he's got full-on scuba diver mode, and then you've got the fans that can also help propel him. But he does look really nice. I do really enjoy this figure. I've been wanting to pick him up for quite some time now, and I'm glad to finally have him, much like most of my other figures. As far as articulation, his head is on a slight swivel left and right, and does swivel, well, it's on a hinge that goes up, not very far, just a little bit. Shoulders are on ratchets. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's a very nice soft click. Rotates here. It's got a little over 90 degrees. I'd say a good almost 180 degrees. It's about like 140, I don't know. It does have a little bit of wrist movement. Nothing at the waist due to the transformation, but he does have some ratcheting hips, forward and back, in and out, not too far out. Bends at the knee on a little bit of a heavier but softer ratchet joint. Does have, ankle tilt and forward and back due to the transformation. That's pretty much it. As for the weapons, you got your little harpoon launchers that you can fit either his hands or down here under the arm. There we go. So yeah, it does look pretty good. Yeah, he is tremendously out of scale. I mean, here's Bumblebee. So yeah. And the other Bumblebee I have is, well, a deluxe. So, but yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it works. It fits in your classics collection as a upgrade, which is what the Chug line is meant to be, is upgrades. And this is one tremendous upgrade for Seaspray, and I love it. I just wish all this goldish brown color, this mustardy yellow, was actually full-on yellow. It would have looked so much better. But, beggars can't be choosers. So, there'll be a gallery for this guy down in, in my Facebook page, which that and my Twitter are both in the description below. I'll see you guys here pretty soon. See ya.